Okay, we're here with Dominic Grimard. He's filling the shoes for the Cryptopsy bass player on this European tour. What can you tell us about your approach to learning the songs for this tour coming up?
Okay, yeah, well, I know the guys for a long time. We toured with Cryptopsy, I think 12 years ago. And when Ollie, the bass player, couldn't do that tour, they asked me, like, do you want to play on that tour? And I said, why not, man? It's just been a fucking long time I've been on tour. And so Ollie just came to my place. We wrote some tabs, some rough tabs, and yeah, I think he came to my place 2 times for 3 hours, and we wrote the part, and I've been rehearsing by myself at my place alone because they were on tour, so I couldn't like rehearse with them. And yeah, that's it, man.
The stuff you guys play live is impressive. We were on tour together for this last week, and I cannot imagine how it is to learn all this stuff because it's really complicated, really intricate, and it's really impressive to see you play that. Your sound is really good. Can you tell us about your sound? Where does it begin? What kind of strings you use? What do you choose this bass? And how is your setup for the Kemper?
Okay.
That I see you're using right now?
Yes. I'm using a Kemper, which is kind of not super common for a bass player, which is, I'm a guitar player at first, so yeah, I have the Kemper, and the Kemper is super great. Then on this tour, it gave me 2 options, which I needed with them, was to I run the click track in the auxiliary of the Kemper, and so I can hear the click track while I was playing, because I'm not used to play with them, and we only had 1 jam before leaving on tour. Two jam before leaving on tour. So I needed like there's a shit track of a guitar that I'm hearing here, and plus the click, and the other side I'm hearing my bass. So in the profile I did it myself from Neural DSP plugin, which is digital to digital, so everything is like digital in my setup. And I'm using this bass is Ibanez. I think I'm not sure about the model. It's SRFF 805, which is a fan fret bass, which is not super the best thing to play for Cryptopsy, because there's a lot of long stretches, exactly. And I would rather play with a normal bass, but this is the only bass I got, so I played with that bass, and it sounded great. Not super fan of the pickup though, but the EQ I found with the profile I've made, I think sounded great.
Yeah, I can see that bass is like quite unique. It's got a multi-scale, and you have a Bartolini preamp and a Bartolini pickups.
Yes.
And they sound very unique, and it really matches the sound that you have on the Kemper. So I'm really impressed with what you're doing on stage. Some other things that I would like to know is like, do you have some kind of endorsement with Ibanez? You just pick this up from the shop?
I'm just playing about this bass for my other band, which is Ion Dissonance, and we are super down-tuned. They play 8 strings, so I wanted this bass to have a longer scale, to be able to have lighter gauge on the big string, because I was playing I think 160 on the big string. With Cryptopsy, it's 130 to 45, which is pretty common.
What kind of strings are you using on this bass?
Right now, I tried something which is well, the 4 first string here are the Dario, which I always play with the Dario, and I'm not endorsed, but whatever I can find that is cheap, I buy. I don't care. But if always sound good the way I plug the string and everything. And the big string, which is a little bit harder to find because it's a multi-scale and you need to have longer scale strings. So this is 130 and this is a Kalium string, which I order directly from their website.
Okay, so that's a custom string without the Dario set.
Yeah, custom string setup.
All right, that sounds good. And they're all nickel, or is it stainless steel?
I have no idea.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. And then so straight to the camper, and the camper is going to your in-ear system,
Yes,
right?
And we play with no cabs, so no gear to. Well, we have to get the gear on stage, but I mean we don't use it. So that's mainly the camper direct to the PA, and I hear the sound in my in-ear, and that's all. That's all. I don't even use monitor on stage. I don't need it.
That is sick. All right, Dominic. Thank you very much for sharing time with us. This is going to Protobass. It's a forum for bass players, and like I said before, thank you very much. The things you're doing on stage is impressive, and tell us about where we can find you, maybe on Instagram, and what's the name of the bands you're playing with currently, because you're here with Cryptopsy doing this tour, and I think you made a great job on this tour. It's amazing. I was really impressed, and I couldn't stop watching you play because it looks amazing. So tell us where we can find you on Instagram and your other bands, and where people can find you. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm not a super popular person, so I just have my personal Instagram, and my band is Ion Dissonance. We stopped playing show maybe 3 years ago. You should check out the latest record I did with them. Also, my other band was The Last Felony. I was playing guitar. Our last record was in 2010 on Life Force record. It's Too Many Humans. And I'm playing a couple of shows with Cryptopsy on this tour, and we have something else in the work for them. So I will help them while Ali can play the show, and they also have another replacement if I can do it. So it's working for everyone. I don't want to tour. I don't want to do touring of my life anymore because I did it, and it's a hard thing to do, but I kind of enjoyed it, like being on tour with them. I'm also working with Chris, which is just there. He's the guitar player in Cryptopsy. He has a studio, and I'm doing studio stuff with him, and because I like music, and that's all, man. Music is fun.
Well, thank you very much. This has been a very cool opportunity to talk about gear and approach to music. Like I said before, if you haven't checked these guys out, check Cryptopsy because it's amazing. It's like a fucking bulldozer hitting your face. It's amazing to see them live. They're a really gifted musician, and our friend Dominic has been filling the shoes for the bass player on this tour, and I'm really happy to be a part of this. And check it out. See you later.